Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So yesterday was the final episode of the Real Housewives of Lagos season 1, and yesterday was crazy. I can't even begin to tell you guys how crazy it was. You see all those videos that are well put together, that I put out, that are well put together. It takes a whole lot of time and effort, and coupled with the fact that I've been having like major back pains, but I'm strong. But yeah, I wasn't supposed to cover BB Nigeria reunion, the final episode yesterday. I was not able to do that. Body no be iron. Even if body na iron safe they bend. But at this point, I don't know if I'm still going to cover it because I was mentally clocked out of the reunion scenes. Let's just wait for the new set of housemates that are coming into the house. They say old things are passed away. In fact, I've not even watched it safe. That's even the funny part. I've not even watched it. Let's get into the business of today. So, if you're new here, please do subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Yeah, and don't forget to give the thumbs up. Let me just read out Iyabo's post first. Or let's go with Carolyn's post first. She said, "I gave you my all. I loved, tolerated so much, stood up for myself, apologized when I was wrong. To those who love me, thank you for your support." Carolyn is thanking you that love her for your support. To those who criticize me, thank you, I'm still learning. Lots of love, Enjoyment Minister, Enjoyment Minister, HRM, Carolyn, Real Housewives of Lagos. So, I usually like to go to, there's a page I go to read like people's comments to know, how you guys are looking at the whole thing. So, if you want to check it, you can check Real Housewives of Lagos page, Housewives of Lagos. That's the page. A lot of things happen there. They usually put out some things. So here are the comments that people had to say about her post. Zina King said, I had to watch the last episode before commenting. The fight wasn't really worth it. Chioma was really used against Carolyn as the person closest to her, and the last clip was so boring without Carolyn being there. As for Iyabo, I don't know what your problem really is. Always backbiting and throwing shades at Laura. I don't get. Well, Carolyn isn't in the right crowd. The person said the fight, Chioma was literally used against Carolyn as the person closest to her. I think the main problem with this whole thing is that we missed two major back and forth that happened in this particular episode. We missed the first fight between Iyabo and Carolyn. We missed the arguments that Chioma and Carolyn had in the room. So we are generally judging based on this final thing that we saw. If what happened in that room was that Chioma stood in, tried to stop them from fighting, I don't see how they are saying that they used Chioma against Carolyn. That's their arguments literally just happened because both of them were not agreeing with each other, and they came at each other, right? So I don't think it was a case of anybody using anybody. Who used Chioma? Is it Tony that would have used Chioma or Laura? Kayamata Nation said, "Girl, you were sold for a seat in the next season. Sorry, but that's how reality shows work. Addition and subtraction every season. Your girl was used against you." Hey, yeah, people getting this notion from, except I'm saying something different. I didn't really see any usage. Their friendship in the first place, I don't think it was really formed on a strong foundation. That was meant to kind of happen. Your girl was used against you the same way they've been foiling you against Laura off camera. I think people are dropping some comments based on stanship. They said they'll be foiling Carolyn against Laura off camera. Except people know what's happening off camera, because me, I don't know. In the last episode, Laura mentioned that Carolyn said that all of them should join her in her Jeep or something like that. Meanwhile, Laura should join the other bus. So I don't think anybody's really using Carolyn against Laura. Carolyn already had some issues concerning Linda, Laura's sister. So they have their own issues on their own. I don't think anybody's really using anybody to fight anybody's battle, except you can say maybe Chioma is foiling it on the ground. But yeah, someone got to go. A franchise will be silly to let go of their drama queen Laura when the show is yet to begin. I hope you don't burn all bridges. Return and seek no ally amongst the wives. Oshe. This person is here for violence and not peace. I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Don't want peace. I want problems always.
Give us a show outside of the drama. Show us how you do your 9 to 5 thingy and motherhood. Bring in other known faces as friends. You and Laura can actually make these ladies feel like nothing, but instead, they give all the power to some set of people Now, they watch reality shows at all? Do you guys watch reality shows at all? Well, it's easier said than done. This end part of the person's comments, I agree with this part where it is like, oh, show how you do your 9 to 5 thingy, show us how you do your 9 to 5 thingy and motherhood. Like, show us more about your home, your family. You know, that's kind of like what these reality shows are about. Let's know you. Let's really know you outside of the drama. Let's know who you are. You understand? And then the work side, I like when they showed where she went to buy tiles for the work she was doing. At least that gave us an insight. Anybody that wants that kind of business can, reach out to her. Official Vanny said, let her say goodbye, I beg. They don't deserve her on the show. They should bring Mercy. We know they have Mercy. I'm sure the person is talking about Mercy AK. And this whole comment of talking about the next season, who they're going to bring back and who they're not going to bring back. This is the first Real Housewives that I'm really watching, like really watching. So I don't know how that works. Is it that they're now going to pick some people that had more drama or what? I'm very curious. If they're bringing new people, I feel like it's going to be really nice. I like that I'm hearing that more people will be brought in. It makes sense because I was imagining how we'll just continue a new episode with just this set of ladies. So I'm gearing up for another episode, and also the reunion is there, so we're also going to talk about the reunion. Makajuze said, from the beginning of the show, I've always been Team Laura and still am, but the honest truth though, the show is nothing without Carolyn. Carolyn and Laura did hold the show. The rest are, as Toyin said, are followers. Oh god, dog. One person I actually really like on this show is Miriam. As much as these shows don't really favor her, people with her kind of character, because I feel like she's just like free-spirited. She says what's on her mind and she moves on. But when it comes to this kind of shows, it's this kind of fights and everything that is being promoted more. And then Miriam did not also really show us her business side. So I think it would have been nice if she really showed us that side. So let me just read out what Iyabo put out. Iyabo said, Caro, your rudeness and disrespect that night was on a different level. You said I was insensitive towards your boyfriend's bracelet. Lol. It's a pity the camera can't play out everything and the most happened off camera. This production thing, you guys are not trying for us. So many things that you did not show us. It's not fair. But deep down in your heart, you know that I was one of the reasons you remained on the show. Okay, yeah. Caroline actually mentioned that Iyabo was trying to, just persuade her to stay because she was tired. Even when you snitched on Toyin, showing me her WhatsApp messages to you about me. Her WhatsApp messages to you about me. So, meaning Toyin was sending Caroline WhatsApp messages about Iyabo. What kind of relationship do they have that they're now talking about Iyabo? Okay, me I want to see those WhatsApp messages. Showing me her WhatsApp messages about me. I still kept my cool and encouraged you to remain on the show. Off camera, you're so rude and disrespectful, even to the crew. But I have always made excuses for you, and I can see your diary sessions. You are such an angel in disguise. Hey, genge. Why didn't you mention I returned your gift the next day? So she's saying that she returned it the next day. Okay. I didn't know there was a returning of gifts. You said I wasn't sensitive about your boyfriend's bracelet because I asked if it was from your billionaire ex-husband or current billionaire boyfriend. Lol, that's a girl's talk. No big deal, darling. And you know that. We've had worse talks than that. The only issue was I asked on camera, which I apologized immediately. And we even laughed about it, even though the camera didn't show that part. Abi, you forgot? You told us that you wish you had stolen it for yourself and lied it went missing. Anyways, let's leave the basketballs for reunion. Haha, hey, ka. Reunion is coming with basketballs. Hashtag Real Housewives of Lagos. She now said this page does not support violence. The violence minister is saying that the page does not support violence. Okay, VickyLicious_Oma said, and someone will see Caroline and say she doesn't have bad character. You fans of hers are just something else. They say you fans of Caroline are just something else. So let me tell you people. Then Queensonia Henry said, she should have rejected it immediately, not the next day. She wasn't supposed to be in the show since she feels like she's auntie to them. Auntie Iyabo, they've come for you. But I think she doesn't even like the name Auntie Iyabo. She doesn't like to be seen as an auntie, I don't think she's about that, like auntie something. But about the gift returning immediately, yeah, if she was still angry with Caroline at that time, she should have just told her, I can't accept your gift, right? Returning it immediately or that day would have been the best, not like the next day, like you had to think, should I accept it, should I not, So Kids Arrow Kids said, this anti-ish, such a mess on an international show. In my opinion, the production should have corrected that. Honestly, the auntie so idolized herself that all apologies made to her were insincere, so sad, and her pride in her wrestling ability. Auntie Hokogan. Iyabo has collected. No, they call her Hokogan. But the violence part here is the part I don't support. I don't like when people get really physical. You can do all the bad balls, war of words and all, but like when you get physical, things can go really bad. You can hit somebody and the person falls and that's it. So when it comes to physical violence, it could go bad really quick. That's why I'm not like, fight to, but I will watch. If they do, I will watch. If you drag somebody's wig, remove somebody's wig, drag somebody's earring, or drag somebody's hair, I will watch. But this page does not support violence. Then there were other comments, but I just think we'll just leave it at that. Since you have read the comment from the two main people that are on the show, that's Carolyn and Iyabo. Iyabo is saying that Caroline, like, there's this consistency of people from the show saying that the way Caroline acts on camera is kind of like different from the way she acts off camera, that she's rude and all of that off camera, which for us we can't really say. We can only know that okay, there's Tony, there's Miriam, and there's Iyabo that have said it. We cannot still base our judgment on that. We can only base on what we have observed or what we are seeing on camera, and the fact that they did not show us that first fight. It's hard to really tell where this whole thing came from. For the Caroline and Choma thing, their friendship did not really seem very genuine, in my opinion. So I expected that was going to happen, but we're not yet to say who's wrong or who's right or who's. Since they did not show us the main fight for this past episode, we are just going to leave it at them questioning their issues. Let's see how the reunion is going to be, whether they will reveal more. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'm going to end this video, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye, love you.